Hi, this is Jim Jordan with the Oregon Energy Healing Center, and today I want to talk about the principle of regeneration. In our motto at the Oregon Energy Healing Center is you come to the EES Center and to relax, recharge, and regenerate. I think we all know what relaxing is. We just finally relax. You just conk out, you just calm down. Recharge means we're sort of recharging our batteries, so we have a little more energy. And regenerate is actually to repair and regenerate the function of it, whether it's your knee that's not working right, or your pancreas, or your liver, or your neurotransmitters, something's off. So a classic example of regeneration, which we all experience, is if you cut yourself, you cut your finger, and you disinfect it, but then the skin starts to regenerate. It'll start to scab up, and then finally the scab will fall off, and there'll be healthy skin underneath it. And the younger and more vital you are, the faster that happens. So what happens when we age is our capacity to regenerate is slowed down. And that's because of many things, years of exposure to toxins, trauma, and just sort of some programming in the body to sort of slow down its production of stem cells and other regenerative processes. So how do we optimize regeneration? That's the key. Is can we regenerate at 60 years old or 70 years old? And the answer is yes. I mean, obviously we're doing that. I'm at my age, I'm 64. I every 4 weeks I get a haircut. Why? Because my hair keeps growing. Okay, it's regenerating. I'm always regenerating to some degree. It's not the same as when I was 24 or 34, but it's still happening. So the things we need to understand to optimize regeneration is there's three basic elements of that to support regeneration. I've talked about these three elements before in videos, but you need energy, information, and raw materials. That's it. These three elements are what's necessary to support regeneration, which means it could be regenerating cartilage, it could be regenerating neurotransmitters, or hormone production can be regenerated, or pancreatic function can be regenerated. Anything can be regenerated, okay? So you need energy. And where do you get energy from? We've talked about this. You get energy, of course, from food, from light, from oxygen, from earth energy, electrons that you absorb through the earth, from photons, from all kinds of things we get. We have the cells, our cells produce, the mitochondria produce ATP, which is the energy molecule that we need. That's why you come to the EE system. There's an increase of electrical charge on your cells, and you'll get more energy if you do it consistently. So all these principles mean depend on you consistently applying them. So there's energy, information. Information is instructions of how the body runs. That information can get corrupted at times. There's certain information about when your body should release hydrochloric acid and other bicarbonate enzymes to balance the hydrochloric acid, or whether your body produces certain hormones like melatonin at night. And if you're getting the wrong information, then you won't produce the enzymes and hormones and neurotransmitters and immune system cells that you need to. So you want the correct information, like an update on your software, on your computer, on your laptop, right? So the EE system has correct information that's coming to you. Life has correct information. Sunlight, okay, you get adequate sunlight in the morning, and that information coming through the light is going to activate the production of melatonin in the evening. Okay, so there's nature sources, there's man-made sources of information. I use remedies in my practice from a company called Energy for Life, which has little remedies that are correct information for different energy distortions in the body, in the energetic field. And so there's sources of information that you can get to actually upgrade your body so it starts to function properly again. And raw materials. Raw materials are, of course, food, coming from food. Well, it's beyond food. It starts with oxygen, raw materials. You need that. Hydrogen. You need hydrogen. You need light. It's a raw material. It's a subtle raw material. the photons. And then you need protein. You need adequate proteins because you need the protein to get amino acids, which repair your entire body. So if you're not getting enough high quality protein, you can't regenerate effectively. You need essential fatty acids. You need vitamins and minerals and enzymes and antioxidants. All those are raw materials that your body needs to regenerate. So, in summary, regeneration is a natural process that degrades over time, mainly due to the body getting worn down from toxins and stress and sort of a built-in programming to wear down. So you have to reverse that by giving adequate energy. And actually, the older you are, the more life force energy you'll need to take in from the environment to neutralize the depletion you've had over the decades. So that's why I recommend my Qigong practice to people, which will bring in a lot of life force energy. I had a client of mine just recently tell me she's upgraded her Qigong practice from once or twice a day to 3 or 4 times a day, and boom, feeling better than ever, which has been my experience too. So that brings in life force energy, correct information from nature, from also what you put into your mind, what you expose yourself to, and from technologies like the EE system or the Energy for Life remedies called infoceuticals. And then the proper nutrition. Make sure you're digesting it, chewing your food very thoroughly. Get the raw materials, the information, and the energy and life force energy. Your body will optimize its ability to regenerate. And that gives you the capacity to continue to function optimally later on into life. Okay, so that's my essential message for today. Regeneration is not only possible, it's natural if you understand what's necessary to support that regeneration. So this is Jim Jordan with the Oregon Energy Healing Center, wishing you a great day.